Hello everybody and welcome back to Season 34 of the Pokemon Cup Series. Today we're here at Twin Ring Motegi in Japan for the running of the Pokemon Go 500. This is it folks, the regular season finale of Season 34 of the Pokemon Cup Series. We will reveal the driver playoff field after this race and along with the regular season champion to see if there's any effect on the playoff field from there as well. So all the non-winners are trying to compete, will try their best to go all out and try to win a race to get into the playoffs to join the 19 drivers that have already locked their spots into the postseason. So now we might add another name to that playoff list at the end of Motegi's the last chance for these guys to collect a win and get themselves in the playoffs. So here we go. On the pole today is the 41 of Alexander Rowe, and Grayson Acevedo will start on his outside. And I believe Rowe, if I'm not mistaken, already has a win this season, and Acevedo does not have a win this season. So we'll keep our eyes open on the field that has not won this season. And row 2 will be Carter Friesen and Christian Vargas, and they have one win each this season, so they're locked in. Dexter Black and Riley Spurley-Tube in row 3. Black has no wins, and Spurley-Tube already has one win this season. MDev already has one win as well. He'll start alongside Roger Ray, who does not have a win, surprisingly, this season. And Rich Roy has 3 wins this season. Ryan Butcher has no wins this season. So half the field almost are gonna be playoff drivers to start off in the Pokemon Cup Series. So now a lot is on the line here today. All of them trying to get a win and to get them into the playoffs. And now let's take it to the command.
Start your engines!
It's going to be a lot of adjustments. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. This is a real race here. We're going to have a blast tonight. I can't wait to get out there and get going.
So here we go. It's going to be a 32-lap race here at Twin Ring Motegi. Going to be a fast race. Going to be a crazy race. It's going to be an insane race. It's going to be a very chaotic race with all the drivers without a win trying to compete, and they'll give it everything they got to win and get in the playoffs. Here we go. Pace car comes to pit road, and we're about to have a 32-lap race to determine the last spot in the playoffs. Green flag is in the air at Motegi. Here comes Friesen for the lead. Gonna get it over Alexander Rowe. Into turn 3 now. Let's see if anyone can survive in this corner. Friesen gets by. He gets there. Oh, they're going high. They're going a little high, but they made it through. Almost 3 wide here. They better not get too close to each other. Oh boy. And they didn't somehow. And Giovanni Castillo got a bad jump on that restart. I mean, Castillo just couldn't get off the track in time, and something went wrong. And now the caution's out, and we got a crash. We have a crash. A couple cars have spun on the second lap of the race. Oh no! Francis is involved. He spins. Yellow's out. 72 is the leader. So we are on lap 3, first caution of the race. Pichu spun out in the back, along with the 92, and yep, McShane just took the 92 out. Oh my gosh. Cano gets into the 6 as well. The 51 of Gatlin Downey involved as well. Downey was hit. Eli Bright took out the 51 and spun. Now Downey gets up and down and hits the wall. Smith down, Cano's down, McShane, Pichu, Romanuk, And there's the spin with Cullen Francis as I was talking about. And that's the caution for the first time today. And Carter Friesen is going to be still the leader. So Friesen still leads over Dexter Black. Black just moved to second after that race before the caution came out. So we'll see if we can hold on. We'll see if we can challenge Friesen for that lead on the restart. So here we go. Gonna go back to the green here on lap 7. And Carter Friesen looks to win for the second time this season. Back to the green. Roger Ray just moved to third place. Now he wants second place. Now he wants the lead. Look at Roger Ray go. What a move he's made. Friesen trying to hang up high on the high line. Oh man, Bouchard gets close. Into turn 1. And Ray leads the race. Roger Ray in front now. He probably will not defend his regular season crown from last year, but he could still get in and win and make the playoffs. Ray has not won this season, very shockingly, but Vargas has, and he's looking to win again. Friesen third place now, and Ray pulls ahead. Rich Roy moves up over Dexter Black, and Alexander Rowe and Riley Spurlington move up over Dexter Black. Black gets stuck up high. And now Riley Spurlington gets by Rich Roy. I think the yellow is out. Yep, yellow's out, and it's for... Oh, wow! Ryan Butcher. Upside down, he went over the track. Oh my gosh. Here's the crash. Ryan Butcher gets hit by John Andrews, and watch this crazy crash. Look at this. Goes up flying. He goes upside down and over the track. He flipped over the wall and lands upside down. A crazy, scary wreck. Wow. Oh my gosh. That was a scary crash there on Ryan Butcher. I mean, that is just insane. Let's go on board with the 8. Wow, that was a brutal crash on the number 8 car. My gosh. And Roger Ray comes to pit. The leaders come to pit. This time by. They'll take their pit stops and we'll see who's out first. And one car stayed out. One car actually stayed out. That was the 19 of Giovanni Castillo, but I think he's trying to get his lap back. And who's out first? Vargas is out first. Christian Vargas comes out first off pit road. How about that? So Vargas might be your new leader. And he is. The 00 takes the lead. So let's see if he'll get to the front when we get back to green. 8 and 9, by the way, are out. So Vargas pulls ahead of the lead now. Here comes the 48. Gonna go down low. Oh boy, 32 battling. And Roger Ray's pitting, has a problem, and has to come to pit road again. Roger Ray has a problem. Comes to pit road from second and comes to the pits. What happened? Did Roger Ray blow a tire? Oh my gosh, this is a tough blow for the 32 car's chances, and he will definitely not be a playoff driver now. Wow, something went wrong in the 32. Has to come to pit road. Unbelievable. Let's hope he doesn't get lapped by Vargas. We'll see. If a caution comes, he might be lucky. He might be lucky. I don't know if he's going to make it in time. Looks like he might. Just barely. I think he barely is going to make it. Oh, but that's a tough blow for Roger Ray. I mean, I don't know if it's part of his strategy or something, but he just pitted a little late. And, yeah, he just had to pay the price. I don't know if it's part of his strategy, though, to pit like that, but if it is, then, wow, we might be surprised. But if he gets lapped, though, maybe the chances, though, might be a little bit slim to win from being a lap down to winning the race. That's like a very tough task. I don't know if anyone has ever come from a lap down to win the race. But he's at the same speed as Vargas is, so he doesn't really have to worry. But yeah, kind of strange to see Ray pit. Well, good news is caution's out. Caution just came out. Peter Ojak just spun out. So good news for Roger Ray. He's not going to get lapped. Oh wow, there's the crash. Ojak and Bright spin. And so does the 96 of Bouchard, also involved in the crash. Vargas leads back to yellow. And was there another crash I missed? Or no, they just slowed down back there. I think they slowed down back there for whatever reason. That's alright. That's okay. That's okay. Vargas leads. I wonder if we gotta wonder if Eli Bright's strategy, Roger Ray's strategy is gonna work at the end. Yepes and Kukulon chose to come to pit road as well under caution. The leaders stay out, so I'm not sure if Ray's strategy is going to work out. Green flag is back out with 10 to go. Here comes Vargas. Here comes Kirker. Oh, little bumper action between those two. Last time we saw Kirker, he had the regular season points lead, so if he wins this race, even if he doesn't win the regular season title, he's in the playoffs. So Kirker, he's got to win to get in. Unless if he leads in the regular season points at the end like he did before the All-Star break. I haven't added the points since the All-Star break, so I will add them up at the end and see who really is the regular season champ. Friesen just moved to second place. And now here comes the 72. For the lead. Gonna get there. Got him. 72 in front now over Roger Ray. I mean DJ Kirker. And now Yepes comes to pit road. He comes off pit road. Leaders went by him, so much for having a strategy like that. But hopefully he doesn't affect traffic when he comes back off pit road. Come back into the onto the track. Here comes Vargas for second as Carter Friesen pulls away. Friesen away again with 7 to go at Motegi. And DJ Kirker's going to have to do everything he can to catch that 72 car. And here comes the 14, that is Rich Roy, battling for third place over Christian Vargas. Oh, maybe he'll get second here. Got to run into turn 3. He got a great run in turn 3 there. Roy's up to third. Just 5 laps to go at Motegi. Oh no, 6 to go at Motegi. I'm sorry. 6 to go in Motegi. Roy might try to get second from the 88. While Friesen pulls away. We'll see if the 14 can pull ahead. Oh boy, getting the bumper in the back. Oh, he's trying to get him. And now the double zero gets a little loose. Nearly spinning, and he saves it. Wow, Vargas nearly got turned, but he saved it. Now third place goes to Grant McKee. Man, would he love to get a win in his rookie season. We'll see if McKee can do it. Evan Hunter did it, but we'll see if McKee can add his name to it. Roy second now with 4 laps to go. Caution comes out. We will have overtime. That's going to be a thrill to do with the 2-lap overtime. Everyone's going to be all out. Everyone's going to try to get that win and try to catch Friesen. Friesen, I think, already has won this season, so he's looking for a second win and trying to spoil the party for all the non-winners that need to win to get in. 3 laps to go, and Rich Roy, all he could hope for is a caution and maybe a chance to win in overtime. We've seen overtime finishes go down to the wire. Might be another one if we get a caution before the white. Not this time. Just 3 to go for Carter Friesen, the 72 car. Can he hold on for the win? Trying to pull away and hope that a caution does not come out. And hope that this race remains caution free for the final couple laps. 2 to go for Friesen. Friesen won earlier this season at Chicagoland in a thrilling finish in overtime, so he knows well about surviving OT. But maybe he might not need OT to win. Handful of cars pitted, but no crash. And this race will end under the green flag, just the way Friesen likes it. White flag in the air at Motegi. Carter Friesen pulling ahead, hoping nothing goes wrong in the final lap. Took the lead on the last restart, has not let go since, and it looks like he's going to be spoiling the party for all the drivers that needed a win to get in the playoffs. And Carter Friesen's going to do it. Friesen's going to come off the final turn. He'll win for the second time in Season 34 in the Pokemon Go 500 at Twin Ring Motegi. Twin Ring Motegi win for Carter Friesen. His second of the season, and he puts the regular season to a close. Friesen, his second win of season 34. And he's able to spoil the party for all the drivers that needed a win this season. Rich Roy, he did already have a few wins. He had 3 wins this season, so he's not going to complain about not winning this one. Grant McKee, though, 3rd place, just wasn't enough for him to get the win today. It's a shame, though. But McKee, though, I'm sure he's a rookie, so he definitely will be a name that we might be hearing often if he decides to compete next season or even later during the playoff races. He probably could be a Cinderella story for all I know. So anyway, Friesen wins the regular season finale at Motegi, his second win of the season. Roy second, McKee third, Sachi and MDev your top 5. The rest of the field, only 2 cars retired because of the wreck we had earlier. We will add up the regular season points and let you know of a regular season champion. So I got to do some adding, and then after this, I will let you know who the regular season champion is, if that regular season champion locks his or her spot in the playoffs. And we'll, of course, set up the playoff field after that. So anyway, stay tuned because we're going to reveal the playoff field coming up shortly. So you don't want to miss that. So let me just make sure I save this race so that I get every run. So there we go. And now here goes nothing. The playoff field is going to be revealed next. Alrighty guys, this is it folks, the final regular season points and the playoff field. The points are on the right and the playoff field is on the left of your screen. There you see that Evan Hunter has won the regular season title 6 points ahead of DJ Kirker and 34 points ahead of Grant McKee and 50 points ahead of Kevin National and 59 points ahead of the next highest driver in points with at least one win. That's Rich Roy, who's 59 points back of Evan Hunter, and that is a regular season. That's the regular season points you see on your screen. And all the statistics are also on your screen. You can pause the video to find out how you did in the points in terms of top 5s, top 10s, poles, I think, and laps led. And how about, like, wow, look at this. Roger Ray, I believe, like, had 4 poles. I think that's Roger Ray. But anyway, those are all the race wins between the points and the top 5s, I believe. So, and the playoff field is on the left of your screen. And right now we have 19 drivers in the playoffs. Evan Hunter, of course, the regular season champion, gets the big bonus. With everyone gets 1,000 points to start off. 5 points for every win they've received during the regular season, and their points are, and they get bonus points depending on where they stand among the winners in terms of points. The regular season champion, I believe, gets 15 points. The regular season champion, the highest driver in points with most in the playoffs, gets 15 points. Second highest 10 points. Third is 8th, and then it goes down by 1 from there. So we added up all the points there and added 1,000 of their point totals. And now Evan Hunter has 1,030 points to start off in the playoffs with his 3 wins. Rich Roy, 1,025. Joseph Romanek, 1,016. Carter Friesen, 1,015. And James Richardson, 1,013. And that's all the 2 or more race winners this season. Only Roy and Hunter have 3 wins in total. And the rest have 1 win this season to get them in the playoffs. Jonathan Fast, 10-13. John Mendez, 10-12. McShane, 1,009. Bouchard, 1,007. Francis, 1,006. Wickenhauser, Tharp, Ethan Wickenhauser, Brandon Tharp, Raleigh Spurley-Tube, Matthew Emdev, Diego Yepes, Sebastian Kukulon, Christian Vargas, Marcus Sacchi, and Alexander O have 1,005 points each. Now I'm going to add a little bit of a twist here to the playoffs, as that I'm going to be adding one more driver as a playoff driver. And that driver is DJ Kirker, the highest among the non-winners in the points this season, will get a playoff spot. And the reason I decided to add DJ Kirker to the playoffs is because I have 19 different winners in the playoffs, and I obviously do not want an odd number of drivers in the playoffs, so I'm going to be adding another driver to make it a full 20 driver playoff field. So half of the field exactly will be playoff drivers in season 34. Since there is no more limits to how many playoff drivers we could have every season, it allows everyone with 1 win this season to be a playoff driver. So that way everybody with 1 win each gets to compete for the championship. So a win gets you in the playoffs no matter what. And DJ Kirker, despite not having a win this season, he was the highest among the drivers. He had the most points among drivers without a win. So that's why he gets the final spot in the playoffs. And that sets up the field of 20 cars in the playoffs for season 34. And Kirker will start off with 1,000 points exactly, since he did not get a win this season. So he'll start off with 1,000 points. So here's how the playoff field is going to be split. The first 3 races are going to be the first round, and they'll have 20 drivers compete they're going to have 20 drivers in the playoffs, I should say. 20 drivers will compete as playoff drivers in round 1 of 3 races, the first of 4 rounds, and 3 of the rounds have 3 races. The 4th and final round will have the championship race only at Zanjoltis. So the first round is going to have 20 drivers as playoff drivers. And after the first round, we will be cutting down that field to 16 drivers in round 2. 16 drivers will be left in round 2. 4 drivers will be eliminated. And after round 2, things start to get a little different. We're going to be splitting the field in half after round 2. Only 8 drivers will move on into round 3 as playoff drivers. And that way, the final round, only will have 4 drivers compete for the championship. And as always, the highest finisher among the 4 drivers at Zandjoltis will be your Season 34 Cup Series champion. So again, the first round will have 20 cars as playoff drivers, and then the second round they'll be cut to 4. They'll be cutting 4 drivers and going down to 16. Then they'll cut half the field before round 3, and it'll be down to 8. And in round 3 to 4, it'll be down from 8 to 4, and the final 4 will race for the title at Zandjoltis. So that's how the format is going to go down. A win, of course, a playoff driver win gets that driver into the next round, regardless. First round, a first round win gets you into the second round, and so on. And even a third round win gets you into the final 4 automatically, regardless of the results of the other 2 races. So very important for the 8 drivers to all compete for a win in the final 3 races before the finale. A win gets you into the final 4 there. And of course, a win gets you into the next round in all playoff races except Zandjoltis, the highest finisher of that race, again, will be your champion. So anyway, one more thing, if there is a tie for the last spot to advance, the tie will be broken by the highest finish among the in that round. The highest finish, the driver with the highest finish in that round they were tied with will move on to the next round. And if they both achieve the same finish, the same best finish in the round, then the one who achieved it first will get to advance into the next round. So all the points will be added up after every 3 races, and we will eliminate drivers we will eliminate drivers every round. 4 will be eliminated after round 1, 8 will be eliminated after round 2, and another 4 eliminated after round 3. That way it will be down to 4 drivers for the title at Zandjoltis. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this regular season, and we're about to begin the playoff series. It's going to be a lot of fun to do the playoffs. Let's remind you about the playoff races we're going to have this season right here, right now. The first round is going to be, the playoffs begin at Indianapolis. The first round will begin at Indy. And then we go to Richmond in round 2, and then round 3, the first cutoff race will be in Gravis City Zone 11. Round 2 will be in Dover, Texas, and the cutoff race will be at Sawmill. Round 3 will have Talladega, Orlando, and the cutoff race at Coca-Cola. And all wraps up, though, at Zandjoltis. 4 drivers for the title. And they're all going to compete. All going to be straight up. Highest finisher of that race among the 4 will be your champion. So that's how this format's going to go down. And we hope you enjoyed our race here in the Pokemon Cup series. We hope you enjoy the regular season. And now we're going to be fighting for a playoff spot. Now we're going to be fighting in the playoffs here in Season 34, I should say. Anyway, the upcoming schedule right now, the X Series will be going to Indianapolis next. And the Truck Series will go to ORP next at Lucas Oil Raceway. So it'll be a triple header in Indianapolis. However, the trucks will go to Lucas Oil Raceway, or ORP if you like to call it that. And the X Series will go to Indianapolis along with the Cup. And then the Truck Series goes to Walt Disney World Speedway, while the X Series will join the Cup Series at Richmond. And finally, the regular season finale for the X and Truck Series will both be held at Gravis City Zone 11. And from there, the playoffs will be determined for those 2 series. Dover, Texas, and Iowa will make up the first round of both series playoffs. And the second round will be at Talladega, Pensacola, and Armory Digital. And of course, Zandjoltis will decide the champion in the X and Truck Series. It's going to be the next couple of races are going to be very exciting, so you don't want to miss any of them. And we will see you guys next time.